Hello, Facebook. It is live at 9 with Kimmy. Woo woo. Super excited. Tonight I'm going to be delivering you guys a strong message. It's a piggyback off of Think and Grow Rich and the Science to Getting Rich. Hey, Kara. What's going on, girlfriend? All right, I'm going to wait for a couple people to hop on. I'm just going to jump into it because I'm super tired tonight. Hey, John. How are you? So, for those of you guys who have not been following, hey Nev, I am actually doing a book series on the science to getting rich. It was shared with me by my mentor, and I am sharing it with you. I know it's a little weird, but there is a science to getting rich, and I'm sharing it with you guys step by step. Hey Courtney, thanks for tuning in. But I'm going to get into it tonight because we're going to talk about imagination and how you have to think in a certain way, okay? Hi, Wendy. Is everyone enjoying the rain? Right? Hate the rain. Can you tell, Frizz? Right? You guys can smash the ha-ha button if you have frizzy hair like me. I love it. All right, so we're just going to jump in, guys. This is the one step where people slip up on, okay? You got to think of the science to getting rich and the way we think and how we think in a certain way, kind of like a combination. If you guys remembered in like middle school when you got your first locker combination, you had to go one way, then another way, and then back another way. Well, that's how you guys got to kind of approach this, okay? We think all the time, and this is what we've been covering to date. We have these certain thoughts in our minds, and thoughts become things. And we dream about it, and we may do a vision board like I, covered in last video. But here's an important part, hi Mona, that people are missing, okay? They're missing the emotional aspect of it, okay? So what do I mean by that? When you think about something that you want, you've got to emotionally think about using all of your five senses. And you have to attach it to the experience of what you want as if you already received it. Okay, so for instance, I always go back to, let's just say buying a house, okay? You want to buy a house, you think about your dream house, you write it down, you get pictures of your dream house, right? But you've got to imagine it, and imagine it like emotionally, using your five senses. What is it going to smell like? What are you going to see? What are you going to hear? What are you going to taste? All your five senses as if you have it and you're receiving it. Okay, and that's the one, it's hard. It's hard to do. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and tell you that it's easy. Because, we just think that we can, have the things that we want, and we wonder why it's not happening. It's not happening because you're not taking your emotions and your senses of already receiving it behind it. You have to use your imagination and get in that creation phase, if you guys know what I mean, okay? You already do this in your life, and this is the funniest part, because when I talk about, when I coach people on how to do this and things like that, I'm like, but you've already done it. And they're like, well, what do you mean I've already done it? And I go, take one aspect of your life. Hi, Tina. One aspect of your life, guys. You've created it. You just don't know you did, okay? So maybe it's the car you drive right now. Maybe it's the house you live in. Maybe it's the relationship that you have. Maybe it's being a mom. For you moms out there, you've thought about being a mom. You've emotionally attached yourself to what it was going to be like when you were pregnant with your child, right? Sit here and tell me that, you didn't. I know I did. I imagined myself holding my baby for the first time. I imagined myself, reading to my baby, rocking my baby, holding my baby, what my baby would smell like, I imagined all that stuff. And I think at times, I think many people could relate. But you've already done this, guys. Everything you have in your life right now, you've created. And if you created it before, you can create it again and again and again and again. Anything that you want, okay? We don't get everything that we pray for or everything that we want. Think of something that you really wanted in the past. And when you have a thought of something that you want, in a way, you kind of become obsessed with it. let me give you an example. A lot of people, they want money, right? They want money because, let's face it, money makes life easier because it gives you choices. And it allows you to give back. All right. Here's a truth bomb. All right. Truth bomb. People say that they want money and they want money, but they're not willing to do the things to get the money. Okay. For instance, everyone knows I'm in network marketing. So people always complain to me, oh, I need money. I got to pay this. I got to pay this. Daycare. I have to pay for, school next year. Except all these extracurricular activities, or all of a sudden you started getting unexpected bills, or you had a medical issue and you're getting hospital bills now, okay? There are things out there to help you get the money that you need to, pay for these things, but people don't want to actually do it. And they say, well, I need money, but I don't have money to get started. And I'm going to call BS on that, because I don't know about you guys, but when I started network marketing, I was home with my kids. My husband was working like around the clock just so, we can make ends meet, as I'm dropping everything. And, I went through the change, guys, to start my network marketing business. And thank God I did, because guess what? I turned that into thousands of dollars and I'm almost out of debt completely. Like, who can say that? But I could have sat there and said, hey, I don't have the money. I found the money because what they had, I wanted. Okay. I seen people traveling around the world. I saw people living these luxury lifestyles, beach houses, all this. They had what I wanted. And that's what I thought about 24/7. So I knew I needed to do what I had to do to get there. Okay. Go to your closet, guys. Go in your garage. Okay. How many shoes and luxury purses that you might have that are just sitting there? Okay. Excuses. If you want something, you will make it happen, period. Okay. So it's just so funny, but let's just take love, for example. Did you guys ever, I call it the puppy love stage. The first year of dating, I feel like, is the fairy tale stage. Give me a heart or a thumbs up if you agree. This person that you're with, right, they can't do anything wrong in the first year. Everything is perfect, right? You stay up all night, to talk to them, right? You're at work or school and you can't wait to go home and see them, right? You think about them all day long, and you imagine in your mind what you guys are going to do, what you guys are going to talk about, right? All day long, you're imagining it, okay? How you think about it 24/7. Guys, you're creating it. You are creating the type of relationship that you want because you want it bad enough. Okay, so we don't get everything. We only focus on the things that we want bad enough, but we're not emotionally putting it behind it. If you do, it is just amazing. I can sit here and tell you that. For those of you guys who are religious out there, Mark 11:24, I'm just going to throw it behind you, because this book, which I dropped on the floor, let me get it. Science to Getting Rich, published in 1910. Okay. My mentor, who's awesome sauce, he actually, he was, him and a pastor that he knew actually supported this book with biblical scriptures. Okay. Going back. And if you guys want, you can go to lifemechanic.com/WBW, and there is a list of scriptures that back up this theory that I'm talking about, for those of you guys who are religious, okay? But I'm just going to give you one, Mark 11:24. He says, things you ask for when you pray, believe that you've received them, then you shall have them. But my question to you is, are you believing? And a lot of people say, yeah, I believe. You believe when you emotionally attach yourself, and imagination is key. Are you imagining yourself receiving it? Period. Are you putting the emotions behind it? The 5 senses. All right. There's also a great book out there. If you guys, it's called Code to the Extraordinary Life. I'll go ahead and put the link in the comments below if you guys need more help and want to go deeper in this topic, but it teaches you to imagine experiences, because a lot of people say that they imagine experiences, but they don't, or they subconsciously do it but don't realize or know how to do it again and again and again. Hey Mike, right? So it's like, I want you to think of 3 columns, all right? Column 1, you write down your experiences that you want to have, all right? You may do a vision board, yada, what we talked about, the other night. In this middle column, who do you have to become? What do you have to learn? How do you have to think? And how will you emotionally attach yourself would go in the middle column. And in the third column would be the giving, the contributions. Once you receive it, who are you going to share with? Who are you going to give it to? Who are you, they say, rich. When you have riches, most people that have riches because they give to charity. So what charity would you give to, etc. But if you really want to get deep into that book and really teach you how to imagine your experiences and the things you want, I highly recommend it. It's Code to Extraordinary Life. I will drop that in the comment below. All right, but you need to plan the experiences that you want like you are planning a 2-week vacation, okay? Research shows people plan nothing more specific than a vacation, all right? How much are the flights going to cost? How much is how you get into the airport? Where are you going to stay? What are you going to see? What are you going to do? And they plan every minute of every piece of their vacation down, right? And then you basically, with experiences though, you have to experience and vision yourself 3 years out. Okay, 3 years, it's always 3 years out, 3 years out. So I want you guys to take the time and picture your life 3 years from now. Mine is amazing, let me tell you, all right? Everything has to be 3 years out. Can't be tomorrow, okay? Because you have to broadcast that out. Not saying that it's going to take 3 years for it to come, because the more specific you are, the faster it does come. But always think of yourself 3 years out, okay? I'm going to share with you guys just a quick story. I'm going to wrap it up because I'm exhausted. I'm going on a field trip tomorrow, and those are the longest days ever, okay? This is how specific you need to be and have to do things in a certain way. So my mentor, Robert Hollis, okay, he was an auto mechanic. And his father told him, you need to go to school and you need to, get good grades and things like that. So he found a great school that's specified in auto mechanic, right? Specified in what he wants to do. Guys, I'm giving you guys his plan, okay? So he goes to school. And in school, he says, you got to get a degree to make more money. Okay. He chooses the best auto mechanic school, goes to, degree, gets his degree. He has money. All right. And he wants to make more money. So in the auto mechanic world, okay, he did his research and he found out that auto mechanics make the most money in California. So where do you think he was going, guys? He was going to California. And in California, he found the dealership that paid the auto mechanics the most. And long and behold, it was his first mentor, Robert Penske. And guess what? It was Toyota, right? Who would have known? Toyota paid the mechanics the most kind of money. So he ended up going, he's from Montana. He moved to California and he got a job at Toyota with Robert Penske, okay? So when you guys are planning things out, are you planning it out in the steps? And college students are like the best. I'm going to go to school to be this. Okay, so they spend 4 years in school doing this, getting good grades, right? But they have no plan of what they're going to do when they get out. They don't imagine what their first job is going to be. Okay, it's graduation. Best book I can recommend to someone who's graduating, Oh, the Places You'll Go. Okay, because it shows them how to imagine where they really want to go. Truth is, be told, they should have started imagining it when they first started. But the young, they just want to do things the way they want to do. I wish I knew this now, when I was in college, but it's really that simple, guys. So who do you have to become to get where you want to be? Simple, okay? You have to plan it out like it's a 2-week vacation, and you have to visualize it and put emotions behind it as if it's already received, as if you've already graduated college and you have already, gotten your dream job. That's how serious that it really needs to get. So long story short, for my mentor, he gets hurt, loses everything, now can't pay his bills, and he's got the repo man chasing him down for his broken down Toyota. Okay. What do? What does normal people do in situations like that? They lose hope, right? They get depressed. They get stuck. They're broke, right? They play the victim. Why me? Poor me, right? And then your emotional level goes down. You have no more plan. You're just living day to day. You're just hoping something just comes. You don't have to. You can create it by being imaginative. Okay? So, long behold, Repo Man's chasing him. Okay? He meets a new mentor. So, he gets hurt and they basically say, hey, he was on workman's comp and he can't be an auto mechanic anymore. So, doctors, he had like surgeries on his knees. He can't, he can't walk. And then they basically said his life as an auto mechanic was over. Okay. So most people, they play the victim. Okay. He ends up meeting a mentor, and the mentor showed him a $62,000 check still attached to the stub. Okay. And that was his check for the month. Okay. I don't know about y'all, but I don't even make that in a year where I'm at, right? Give me a harder, like do you guys want to make $62,000 a month? Sign me up. I do. Okay. So he meets this mentor. This mentor talked on stage. This mentor wrote a book. This mentor, everything. Now, what happened to my mentor, Robert? What did he start doing? He started imagining himself on stage, winning awards. He started imagining himself writing a book. Okay. And now his emotional level is going, guys, boom. All over again in literally less than 90 days, his life changed around and he created every aspect of it. Okay. So that's that's going back 28 years. All right. So he's actually done that over and over and over and over again because he mastered the science to doing it. And that is what it comes down to. Okay. He masters the science to doing it. All right. So are you imagining your life 3 years out, creating what you want, write it down, and visualize and imagine yourself receiving it, putting every single emotion that you have behind it? It's that simple, guys. So I'm going to leave you guys with one more story because, for those that know me, I love sports. Michael Jordan, hands down, all-time best basketball player of all time. When he won his first championship and they gave him that big old trophy, right? And he was hugging it and kissing it. And he was obviously, emotions were running, right? You guys can probably go back and find the YouTube video. But he said he can't put into words or emotions of the feelings that he's having right now for something that he's imagined 1,000,000 times in his life. He's done it. Look at his accomplishments. Why can't you? All right. So I'm just going to leave it. You got to think in a certain way. The emotional imagination creation part, you've got to put it. Think what you want. And emotionally, with all 5 senses, imagine yourself already receiving it. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and that book that I was telling you guys about, Code to the Extraordinary Life, I'll go ahead and put that down in the comments. If you want the biblical backing behind this book, go to lifemechanic.com/WBW. I'll also type that below. If you guys want some free resources, go ahead and click the link above to join the Facebook group. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Great community. Love for you to be a part of it. Thanks for tuning in. Live at 9 with Kimmy. And I will see you Monday. Because I only go live Monday. Actually, tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Look at me jumping ahead. I'm already thinking it's the weekend. All right. But happy hump day, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow live at 9.